Ada, good to see you. Babies.
Baruch atah Adonai Olam Shachiyanu v'Kimanu v'Giyanu l'zman hazeh. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable.
קשה להסביר במילים עד כמה הרגע הזה מיוחד, מרגש, מטלטל. רגע של איחוד נדיר אחרי יותר מ-70 שנה בין 3 ניצולי שואה, 2 אחים וחברם למחנה העקורים.
Unbelievable moment. Suddenly the reality of that picture, which I've seen for all these years, is real. Michael's real. I guess I'm real too.
We were together
Right there.
in a mandolin band. We played the mandolin.
בכל הזמן שעבר מאז, האח והאחות עדה ואייבי לא ידעו מה קרה למייקל והאם הוא חי. הוא לא ידע מה עלה בגורלם, אבל לפני כמה שבועות הם גילו את הבלתי יאמן, שבכל הזמן הזה הם היו במרחק לא גדול זה מזה. יותר מ7 עשורים חלפו מאז הפעם האחרונה שבה נפגשו כשלמדו יחד באותה כיתה במחנה העקורים שבבוואריה אחרי השואה.
How did you get to realize at this age that you have a friend from the camp right next to you?
Well, that was a pure coincidence. It just happened. I've been talking to different groups, you know, kids, about my experiences under a program called Names Not Numbers. This is the photograph of the
Yeshiva.
of the cheder. It was not a yeshiva, it was a cheder. Michael similarly has been talking to groups in New Jersey and elsewhere. And the same photographer who photographed my event, you know, the photographer, said, wait a minute, this picture looks familiar. And that's how and he then contacted me.
He answers the phone. He says, who is this? I says, this is Moshe Epstein from Feldafing.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
After 76 years. That's like it's like a unique moment.
I was born in Lodz, and I remember the sound of the motorcycles when the Gestapo came into Lodz. The fear of the noise. I remember being next to my mother in night clothes and huddling up to her with my head out scared. I remember it. I remember what they looked like, but I have these pictures and constant fear.
Do you remember how you felt?
Scared.
המשפחות שלהם בחוכמה ובעוז רוח החליטו לברוח, בלי לדעת מה צופן להם מהעתיד. רק אנשים שהיה להם מידע מסווג או כאלה שנסעו וחזרו יכלו להזהיר, וזה מה שקרה לשתי המשפחות האלה.
My father was in the Polish cavalry soldier, and when the war broke out, he was called to report with his unit. But then he communicated to my mom, because he saw what was happening,
Through a messenger.
get out of Lodz as quickly as possible.
Whatever you can carry.
They had 2 businesses, so she dropped everything, picked up my sister in the middle of the winter, and miraculously crossed through in the winter border through the Malkine Forest, as you were saying.
The
dangerous
Malkine Forest.
Germans didn't leave, so were shooting on one side. Russians were shooting on the other side, not to let people in. People dying left and right, and my mom was strong, holding a child.
Resilient.
My father was at that time in the Polish army. He had arranged with my mother, I was the only child, to if war breaks out, that my mother should take me and go east.
Do you remember the escape?
My mother pretended we were Poles. She looked Polish. I was very fair. At one point, they were pointing us to go back to where we were coming from. She took off my father's wedding band, a watch, and bribed him to let us go. And we did.
אייב היה אז במחנה העקורים בן 5. מייקל ועדה היו קצת בוגרים יותר, בני 9, שראו וחוו הרבה יותר מדי בחיים. רק במחנה העקורים אחרי המלחמה, הם אומרים, יכלו לחזור ולהיות ילדים, באמת.
Do you remember the time at Feldafing? Can you tell me a little bit how was it like being there?
It was wonderful. For the first time, I felt like a 9-year-old. My childhood, in my mind, began because I lost my childhood. There was no friends, there were no toys, there was only fear. And so Feldafing, I met friends. We started schools, we learned how to play instruments, I was happy.
מחנה העקורים פלדפינג היה אחד ממחנות העקורים הגדולים ששימשו את אנשי שארית הפליטה אחרי שהצליחו לשרוד בכוחם בזוועות השואה.
Do you remember each other from that time?
I have it here, but I remember him.
But I have pictures where I'm right next to him, like this.
Here's a picture of Ada and Michael in a group. She's playing the mandolin, and he's also.
Wow.
He had the bushy hair.
Look at the one with the good-looking guy with the good bushy hair in the back.
And they sang songs of Zion.
Wow.
Shirat Zion.
And this is Herzl right there.
Yep.
We were all Zionists. We wanted to go.
There was nothing more important to us.
What did you sing there?
I'll tell you what I played. Hatikva.
Hatikva?
I can still probably play it.
What did it make you feel?
Our lives, even though we were separate, paralleled throughout our many years. We both came to America, went to engineering school, Handasa, both became electrical engineers.
No, we went to engineering school in the same school.
In the same school, same university. And at one point, we actually worked in the same company, not knowing each other.
מדהים לחשוב על כך שבמרחק של חציית נהר, מייקל אפשטיין, חברם של אייב ועדה מאותו מחנה, בנה חיים חדשים והקים משפחה. זה שמופיע לצידם בתמונות, זה שזוכר את הסיפורים, ולהם לא היה כל מושג על כך.
That whole period, to me, it's almost like a dream. Did it really happen? Was I really there? When I see Michael here, who's sitting in the same, picture together with me, it brings reality to those times.
How emotional is it to meet each other?
For me, it's very emotional.
I have found a brother. I never had a brother. I was a brother and a sister.
He was an only child.
It felt great. And especially, and we all speak Yiddish. We spoke Yiddish.
מאז נפגשו שוב, עדה, אייב ומייקל שומרים על קשר, פוגשים את המשפחות ונזכרים יחד בתקופה ההיא, מרגישים שעכשיו הם בעצם משפחה.
אני חושבת שהוא משפחה שלי. כן?
Absolutely, yeah, it can. Me too.
גם אני.
גם אני.
Kommen wird noch unser Hausgebänkter schon, so wird Poikten der Trott mir seinen dort, al not tomar hinei darki achrona, et or hayom shem istirush meidana, hayom nitzapte lo od yavo, und misadeinu od yarim anachnu po.
You know what? The greatest takeaway that we have, having experienced a mother as we had, is resilience, the fight, the feisty.
Never giving in to.
Never. She had a Polish expression.
Despair does not exist.
She said, Yedayshia, don't give in. Don't ever give in.
No matter what.
And she left us with that.